Welcome back to The Division 2. If you've seen the video where I spoke about Sleepy, you would have seen that I was doing a little loot run and I managed to find myself a Richter and Kaiser backpack. So that means I can now go and review the exotic holster, the Dodge City Gunslinger's holster. If we quickly take a look, I'm not paying attention to primary or secondary weapons or the specialization. We are just taking a look at the pistol. This isn't about the build at all. It's not about how much damage. I'm literally reviewing this holster. So the only thing that matters is the difference of when I don't have it equipped and when I do. If we take a look at my pistol, I've got the hollow sight on that gives me 8% DTE, 87.3k damage on my pistol. When you're building for a pistol, the things I would recommend, we're not going to go through this all in depth. I'll tell you what I would recommend for each piece. But on the mask, I would go for damage to elites. You get big attribute rolls for it. I've got 40%. And the thing about the Richter and Kaiser brand set is 2 pieces give you 20% pistol damage. The brand set only comes on mask, backpack and holster. Obviously you're going to be running the Dodge City, the exotic holster, so you kind of, to boost the damage as much as possible, you need to have a mask and a backpack that are Richter so you get that boosted pistol damage. But on the mask I would go for DTE. On the backpack you would obviously go for weapon damage as much as possible. This one rolled with armor. And I've also got tech support, which isn't actually active. Chest, exactly the same as the bag. Luckily, I've got 15% modified onto this. Then the gloves, you would go for pistol damage, obviously. I've got 11%. The holster comes with pre-made talents. It doesn't have attributes or anything. But you can mod it, so I would try and put some offensive mods in there that are going to give you damage to armor, weapon damage, pistol damage, things like that. And then with the knee pads, I have to go for patience. It's one of the things that I love in this game. And then, obviously, try and sort your brand sets and things out like that so that you can boost the damage and things even further. So that's a basic rundown of my build, and if we go into the stats quickly, I'll show you percentages of things. So if we switch weapon to the D50, 87,295 is the damage, 15.5 crit hit chance, 32% damage, bang on 100 headshot damage, 16 range, 1.7 reload time, 10% reload speed bonus, 25% all weapons, and we have 34% pistol damage. We've got 59% weapon damage bonus. Then we've got 78% DTE, no armor or health damage. Then the defensive stats don't matter. So what we're going to do with the D50, we'll leave the build as it is right now. So I don't have the Richter and Kaiser bag on. I don't have the holster on. I don't have this modded, my standard holster that I use, which is also Richter and Kaiser, because I originally put that on for a pistol build. What we're going to do is we're going to take down the named boss. Then in about half an hour roughly, when he respawns, it's possibly going to be a different faction, but the damage numbers will be the same. So we'll take this guy down, we'll wait the time, then we'll come back and do it again with the holster on. And then after, I'll give you a rundown and give my opinion, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Just bear in mind with this though, this D50 recoils a lot, it's got a lot of kick to it. So if I'm inaccurate, just laugh at me. Okay, so we're going to start with this guy. 174,000 headshots. I don't think the damage is actually boosted on a standard pistol. So this is really fine, like, because we're finding out what the holster does. This is more on the accuracy, stability, optimal range. Whoa! That went straight past my head. Where? You're sitting behind there, I see you. I can't hit, I can't hit, I can't hit. Okay, I hit something. Where's the other? I want to take out this other guy. You can see as we're getting closer, the pistol damage is building up. Because it's got such... And thank you. Because it's got such a low drop-off range. 310k headshot damage. That is stupid for a pistol. Okay, but like that's my standard pistol build. It all depends on which pistols and stuff you're using, because obviously I've got a D50. It's got a 9-round mag, like it's an 8+1, and it's such a hard hitting pistol that it just bounces everywhere. Like the kick is so powerful on it. But I've used this a little bit before now, so when I switch up, when that named boss respawns, we will be able to see the differences. Because if we look at the holster quickly, just quickly have a look at the talents. 20% accuracy, stability, 40% reload speed, 400% optimal range, 20% revolver damage. But you have to have your pistol equipped, like it has to be actually in your hands. So what we're going to do now is head back into the White House. I'll cut the video, probably about 40 or 45 minutes, just to give it that extra bit of time. We'll head back down and take out the other named boss, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of the holster afterwards. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes since I took down the first named boss. If we go and we change over to the Richter and Kaiser bag and the holster, I'm going to quickly put some mods on this. Actually, no, I won't. I'll leave it as it is. Yeah, because that's only... Oh, it only has utility mods anyway. Okay, so we'll leave it as it is, but we now have Richter and Kaiser on our backpack, so we get the pistol damage. And we have the Dodge City Gunslinger's holster. Accuracy, stability, the reload speed, the optimal range, and the revolver... Not the revolver damage, that one doesn't count. Okay, so... Oh, I'm glad the enemies are here. It does recoil a little bit less, so it's a bit more stable. Right, that's the boss. I want to leave you till last. 300... I got more damage in the headshot? Oh, that time I got less. Whoa. Oh, he's done me! Okay, he got wrecked. Can't believe I actually went down. I've only tried it with the D50, so there's different pistols I can use. It would boost revolver damage, but I've only got one revolver. It's like 29k damage or something, so I wouldn't even use it. I don't know. I don't think the talents... We lost 9% crit hit chance. We lost 3% critical hit damage. Our weapon damage didn't change at all. And obviously pistol damage. I lost 20% DTE. Okay, but... We're looking at the holster, so it's not about damage numbers and stuff like that, because we don't increase the damage by using this. The accuracy and stability, I don't think 20% is enough. When you're using something like the D50, if you've got like the PX4 or whatever it's called, the like normal semi-auto pistols, if you've got those, then it might help a little bit. The reload speed, the reload time is 1.2. So then if we go back in and we change them off, then we go back in 1.7, so half a second faster reload time. The damage drop off, we said, what was it, about 10-15, which is where it starts dropping off, then roughly about 50. So if we switch out again, the damage drop off difference is huge. It doesn't drop off until, I would probably say that's about, I don't know, maybe 80, 85 meters or something. So personally, the accuracy and stability I think should be a little bit higher. Maybe the reload speed buffed to 50% as well. So yeah, the optimal range is decent, 400%. Anything less, I would say it's probably not worth using this. Revolver damage shouldn't have been that. It should have just been the pistol class, whether it's revolver or pistol, should have boosted pistol damage by 20%, just because it requires a pistol to be drawn. Then quick draw, swap into your pistol reloads or weapons. That one could be utilised in different builds and things. And perforator, which is when you use a pistol, you get bonus damage and your primary and secondary can penetrate enemies. Obviously, if you're using a revolver, that'll be boosted by another 3 seconds. I don't know, overall, like, it's not hard to grind for the exotic holster. There's only a few things you have to do. And if I remember correctly, it's literally just the Riverside gas station control point, a Hyena, True Sun and Outcast control point at level 4, then go into the bar at noon for the little showdown, not too far from, on the east side of the White House. That's all you need to do to get it. Then you've got to craft, like, there's a couple of bits you need, couple of different materials that you need to craft it. So it's not hard to get hold of, it's nice to have in your inventory, it's an exotic. But personally, I don't think it makes too much difference to a build. It's hassle to actually have for a pistol build because it forces you to have specific brand sets on your mask and backpack. Otherwise, it's pointless running a pistol because 20% damage is a massive increase, especially when it's just a 2-piece brand set boost. So I don't know, like, maybe they could have done things a little bit differently with it. As I said, more accuracy, stability, reload speed. Perfect, I would say, for the optimal range. And maybe put pistol damage instead of just revolver. That's going to be the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.